Alright, race fans, we're here for round number 6 in the TCR race. We've got 6 people on the grid. Let's just follow them around this first time. I'm in the Maserati, but the GT3 car, but we're going to follow them around on this parade lap at least a little bit, and then I'll quit out and spectate. Just we got 4Cam and Black Ghost back here, Medieval Knight in third there, and then we've got, let's see, Ghost Comet on pole, Master Big Chief in third, and I'll have to remember who's in second place right now. I think it's Yankees. Oh, Yankee fan's in fourth there. He missed the first race, unfortunately, but he's here back for TCR. So let's see these guys start forming up here. The back straight start, about halfway down the back straight. They will be starting at the sign that comes across the most of the track there. So see these guys doing this car. It's a mid-engine, which is kind of odd for this, and a rear-wheel drive. So the balance is a little funny, but really stable, really solid through the corners. So see the back straight here. Let's see it start forming up. Here we go. And we're going to go over this rise here, really. And then right on the other side of the rise, we actually see the big sign. So they're about ready to start here. About 70 miles an hour, it looks like. Here we go, here we go. And we're green, they're going. Now let me back out of this. Let me go check out the action. Let's see who it throws us on board with here. The game loads up. We're on board with Ghost Comet right now. Looks like he's still in first place. Master Big Chief in second. Yankees in fourth, and Medieval in third there. Again, we'll see how these guys adapt to this car coming off the GT3. Yankees the only one that didn't drive in the previous race, so we'll have to see. Actually, I do want that loop data. Loop data. No map. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna coming around to start the first official racing lap, or half a lap. Looks like Ghost Comet goes a little bit wide there. Again, filling out the parameters on this car again after driving the GT3. Looks like Master Big Chief got a good run off that corner, or Ghost Comet got a really poor run. Looks like he can't protect now, so Master Big Chief alongside, going to the first corner. Ghost Comet sees him, gives him enough room. Master Big Chief obviously cordial enough to give him a lot of race room too on the outside. You go the top 3 really close together again. Yankees fan hold him in 4th place, and then we got a 4Cam and Black Ghost right behind him 5th and 6th. Ooh, too wide through the first part of the S's there is really difficult to manage, even with the grip that this car has. You know, see the Thunder pass us here, coming into this left-hander. And coming to the next right, let's see how close they get to this barrier, this tire wall on the left side here. Most of them get pretty close. Yep, right over the curb there. Here comes Yankees fan. So Ghost Comet still holding his own in first. Medieval Knight and Master Big Chief, of course, always together on the racetrack. A little bit of a puff of smoke there as Medieval. Oh, Ghost Comet goes really wide into that. And Medieval Knight takes the invitation, goes up on the inside. So looks like we got 2 wide. Looks like Ghost Comet still was able to get on the power, and they're pretty right alongside each other. Looks like Ghost Comet moves ahead a little bit. Master Big Chief decides to stay on the outside because Medieval Knight's on the inside there. Let's see if he does the switchback and just tries to get some good exit. Looks like Ghost Comet's parked there a little bit. Yankees fans watching this all unfold in front of him. So Ghost Comet on the inside of Medieval. Let's see how they handle this corner. We got some really wide corners the first race. Looks like Ghost Comet does that. Goes really wide and gets a good drive off the corner. Maybe pinches Master Big Chief a little closer. There goes Black Ghost in the frame. Let's see what our lap times are looking like here once they cross over the first racing lap. Although they will be slower in this scenario because they are fighting with each other. Here we go. We're about to end the second lap and start the third. See Medieval locks up a little bit on the brakes. Very nice. Okay, let's see what Medieval's time is once it pops up. Here we go, 74 foot gap, 41 foot gap, 120, all over the top couple. Medieval Knight takes a nice line there. Ghost Comet tries to come over the inside. There you go, and there's Ghost. Trying to play on with fifth with 4-cam. So everybody's still relatively in the same shot on lap 3 here. Coming to the S's. Ooh, looks like he got Master Big Chief, real big squirrel on that. Oh, he's all over the place. We may have to go on board with him really quick just to see what's going on with him. Oh, he dropped back in that 5th place. He maybe just got a little squirrely on the S's and took too much curb, or but he's right behind 4-cam now. So let's see how 4-cam takes this. He might have to defend coming into this from Master Big Chief as he recovers from that real big slide. Now he's just gonna hold station, stay right there, get some good drive off the corner. Yankees fan right in front, and now there's a good gap between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Coming down the back straight here with Master Big Chief. I made a livery for him, but it looks like he didn't grab it. He has bright metallic green, which actually looks really good on this car. Oh, 4-cam actually had to go outside wide, looks like, to avoid running the back of a Yankees fan. Let's go on board with 3rd place here with the Yankees fan. And now moved up to 3rd. It takes a real tight line of that corner. We've seen a lot of different lines on this track. Obviously, there's lots of different options because of Black Ghost coming through. But through that line, or through that section, and in particular through that stadium section where all the fans are placed, a lot of really interesting lines. Mostly mid. There's usually 2 different lines, or there's a really mid line, and then a really far outside late apex, because it's technically 2 corners. So whether you treat that as one continuous corner and just make more of like hairpin, treat it like a hairpin, or you can treat it as 2 different corners and go straight over basically in a midline, and then do a really late apex and then square it off. So that's the interesting part about this track, especially that particular corner. Again, is there's lots of different interpretations of the corner. Looks like 4-cam and Master Big Chief still battling out for 4th and 5th. And looks like Black Ghost, there he is. Okay, I was worried he left or got quit or something. So looks like the best lap is Ghost Comet with a 2:16.0. So we're seeing about a 6-second gap between the GT3 and the TCR cars. So that would have been really awesome to see the TCR and the GT3 run on this course, I think. But this is kind of fun too, just to watch the single TCR cars. All right, race fans, we're back. So we were talking about the different lines around this track. I actually had a chance to go here personally 2 years ago with NASA, which is the National Autosports Association. Not NASA, you know, the guys that go in space, but NASA, the racing league organization. However, I just couldn't make it happen. Work and everything else. And the price to drive the track was really expensive, but this was one of those bucket list tracks that I really wanted to come to, and I knew I wasn't going to be competitive. So a couple factors, you know, kind of contributed to that, and the cost was pretty high. But it would have been awesome to see this. But talking to a couple of my buddies from NASA that drove there, they were really impressed, obviously, by the track layout and just how much grip there was on the surface. It did get very hot and muggy. But turn 1, they said, was incredible, the way it just climbs up that hill, a blind apex on the left side, and then comes around, and then comes down the hill into the sweepers, into the S's and stuff. But they really liked it. They really enjoyed it. They said it was definitely a must track to visit if you are into racing. They host a lot of races and climbing up that big tower too. They said it was really cool to see the huge layout of everything. Really close to the airport, so really easy to get to. So yeah, I think it'd be fun to go see there, go there and visit for a race, and definitely race it in person if I can, which I will do eventually. We'll see, and I'll film it and put it on. All right, so let's go back to the race here. We got Yankees fan in third place. Looks like Master Big Chief has closed up and passed 4Cam. So now he's going to start pressuring Yankees fan here pretty shortly as they get ready to go on the back straight here. Master Big Chief, like I said, good job on the brakes. I was really able to close up a lot on that straight. So we'll see if he's got enough momentum here to put on a move on Yankees fan here. So we're about 3/4 of the race done right now with 5 laps done and 15 on tap. These guys come hard into the braking zone. Yankees fan takes a kind of almost a mid-defensive line to make sure Master Big Chief can't go along, and kind of takes away that opportunity a little bit. Master Big Chief's going to wait for the right moment though. Might be here. We've seen him try to pull that move on flight a couple times. Let's see. He actually opts for the really wide line again we were talking about before. Get that really good drive off that corner. I'll call that the stadium section. I did forget to look up a track map, which I can probably look it up right now, just to get the names right for everybody watching and listening, because I actually don't even know them, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna look it up and see. So we've had some really good racing this whole season, and I've been really happy with the drivers. We've only had one major incident, and it was at Spa-Francorchamps 2 weeks ago, and it was deemed a racing incident. I'd like to show you guys, or if you guys want to look up the video footage, it's saved under the IMSC name under I think Black Ghost is the one who shared it, but it was just one of those things where one of the drivers tried to go up through a Erosion Radion side by side. They afford each other enough room in the beginning, but then one of the driver put 2 wheels off on the grass on the right, and it just shot the car a little forward. They made contact, and the driver who was off, who hit the other car in the mid part of the car, actually spun around and got a huge amount of damage, and didn't continue because that would have been really difficult. But it ended up being a racing incident. No real fault. It was more just circumstances outside of their control that made the car go straight and into each other, and no issues there. Let me see. I'm trying to look up a track map that says the name. Or I don't think there is any names actually here. Now that I think about that, I wish there would. I actually like tracks that name their courses because it makes sense to me to have names rather than just numbers. But it looks like Coda is just numbers. So I'll have to pull up one that I can read really well. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so let's see. Alright, so we're coming to the last part of the track here. Looks like this is a complex turns 16, 17, 18, and then coming up here to 19, which is this left-hander. So 20 total turns, according to this track map. Oh no, actually I'm sorry, they're on a different part of the track that I'm looking at. So now we're coming up to 16, 17, 18, 19. And then 20, of course, the last corner. So it looks like Medieval Knight has grown his lead a little bit here. And there's a gap between second and third right now between Master Big Chief, who's got past Yankee. Probably why I was talking, obviously. But it's okay, we've got it on there on the replay, we can see that. Let's go give some love back to our 5th and 6th place drivers, 4Cam, T-Bird, and Black Ghost here. As 4Cam goes into turn 1, it's like Black Ghost is right behind there, just crossing start-finish. So for this livery, I did a very basic livery. I tried to save a little bit of time, to be honest with you, and I did a lot more extensive designs on the previous cars, but I like the way this design fit with the colors these drivers chose, and with the brushed aluminum, it gave it like a third color. Those white accents that it gave on the car is really cool, I think. And that metallic-y brushed aluminum paint job on it mixed with the regular color, I think really well together. There we see Black Ghost back there. Let's go ahead on board with him a little bit. Oh, sorry, wrong way. So it looks like Master Big Chief went down to 4th again, but we're gonna check on Black Ghost. We're gonna see how he's doing. You can see the guys in front of him, so he hasn't lost total pace here. We're about halfway through the race, and he can see him in front. He's not locking up or anything, so that's good. Ghost Comet with a 2:14.9 as the fast lap, and it looks like Medieval Knight with the lead right now at a 2:15. Look like as that ticker went away again. I wish I could pause that ticker, to be honest with you. Forza, if you're listening, Turn 10, Microsoft, whatever. Please allow me to pause that. I think the interface here on Forza is pretty good. I think it could be better for sure. That's one of the things that I would change being a commenter is that I think Project Cars 2 does a really good job of being able to add a couple of people to do a race broadcast. And I definitely see that in Gran Turismo Sport through some of the FIA, GT stuff, that their interface is really, really smooth and really easy to watch and look at. So we tend to focus on these drivers, and you have to press a button to pull up a menu here, as you can see here at the bottom, and then you got to scroll through the drivers and stuff. So I think the interface on GT Sport, it just has the drivers, and you just press up and down at any time, and you can go through these drivers. So it's really smooth, really intuitive. I think that's easier. So Forza announced that they're going to do Forza 8 here, starting development of that. So hopefully a couple things will happen. The penalty system will be not only improved but implemented on every single facet of the game, which would be amazing, but it does still have to be reworked. My experience is that the penalties were too high. So like, let's say right here, if we're watching Master Big Chief right there, if he went over that right there, that was a perfect example. As he slid across, he was all 4 over just by half a tire, let's say, on that back tire, but he would probably get half a second to 1 second penalty for that. He didn't gain that much time, so that's what it really needs to take an issue with and go, maybe it was 2 tenths, maybe it was 3 tenths, right? But less. I think their increments are too high right now. And then contact ones, I haven't seen enough evidence, as you see Master Big Chief go wide again there. I haven't seen enough evidence to show that that's great yet either, and I think they're just working on it and kind of getting an audience feel for it by putting it in the hoppers. So I would tell everybody, every racer that's used it, to comment for sure on the forums. I don't know why a Yankees fan there went really narrow on that whole straightaway and took away a lot of his corner speed. Not sure why he did that, but it didn't seem like he needed to. He had a big enough gap between himself and Master Big Chief. Nice wide entry, wide line from Master Big Chief to get more momentum there again. Looks like turn 16, 17, 18 for these guys. Let's go check on Ghost Comet right here so we can see Medieval in front. Okay, there's Medieval Knight. So it looks like he stayed with them pretty good. Medieval Knight with that pale blue brushed aluminum livery in the front with the yellow. Good color combination on that car. I really like that. Okay, so we got a big gap between second and third, it looks like. So third, we got Yankees fan, Master Big Chief battling it out. We got 4Cam in fifth, just kind of holding his own, and then Black Ghost trailing behind in sixth place. So again, smaller grid this race. This is the final race of the International Manufacturer Spec Challenge. We toyed with the idea of doing a bonus round just for fun, kind of just playing with the guys and any GT3 car, but what I found is that when I balanced these cars and tried to give them max tire width, lightest rims, stuff like that, that the cars didn't necessarily completely balance themselves out to, let's say, to race against each other. If they're racing against the same manufacturer, then they're great. But I don't know if the Volvo could compete with the Audi, compete with a Honda, those things. So we'll have to visit that as we prepare, for the next season. For Blancpain is the next, again, by Black Ghost. Again, if you're interested in joining, go to toolforforza.com. Look at the forums. You must be a clean racer. You don't necessarily have to be fast. If There's sometimes people that come in that are slower but just have a blast and learning from these drivers. I've often found, and when I first started, league racing, that's what happened to me. I was back of the pack. I was a slow driver, and after just seeing how these guys race, watching some of the replays, and just talking with them, that's one of the great things about the communities and leagues in any simulation or any game, I would say, is you find this common ground where everybody wants to share their secrets and not scared to talk about how you can go fast or share tunes, talking about tunes, how to get the best out of the car, all these things. Some things translate, to be honest with you, and some things don't. Every driver is different, every style is different, and how they go fast is different. But I would encourage you, if you want to get faster in any game, race game particularly, talk to these guys. Ask them what they're doing. Ask them to share tunes. Like I said, most of them that I found in my experience are more than willing to talk to you and help you. I'm one of them too. So you guys have any questions? I'm not an expert by any means, but I will definitely help you as best I can to make you faster. Because personally, I'd rather have a race with people that are super fast and competitive and clean and have the right kind of motorsports frame of mind, if that makes sense, than guys just coming in that don't care, aren't interested in clean racing, battering about, stuff like that. And if I can help you get seconds faster to where we're battling, that's awesome for me. I love the challenge. I love the challenge of battling faster drivers. So it's a lot of fun. Personally, I haven't raced enough lately, so I'm getting kind of rusty, to be honest with you. So I'm getting back into it after this. This series took a lot of my time, a lot of my racing time. So now that this series is over, I'm going to focus a little bit more on maybe Toro events and definitely some 204 Forza, Blanc Pond, and stuff like that events. So again, if you guys are interested in joining, go to the website, go check out the forums, join the club, and come be some of the fast, clean drivers that these guys are known, or this website and series is known for. All right, let's get back. That's not a plug or anything, but I don't get paid by 204 Forza, by the way. Nobody does, I don't think. If I do, 204 Forza, you owe me money. All right, let's stay with this border battle, because we have a good battle between first and second. And it looks like 4Cam now is up to third place. Did we see that? No, Yankee was up there. So 4Cam to third, Master Big Chief in fourth, Yankees fan in fifth. Lap 10 here, about to come over to lap 11 here in a couple corners. So there was a big switch up there that happened, not sure, and you see them in the background there. So dang, we might have to, let's go back there, let's see what's happening. Let's go in with Master Big Chief here so we can see. Yeah, 4Cam right there, Yankees fan right there. So these three guys are really holding it home together. So obviously 4Cam was behind these guys a couple laps ago. So we got a 2:14.7 for Ghost Comet as a fast lap. I think that even made it better now. So 4 seconds around off the pace from the GT3 cars, the Maserati we saw earlier. I take Master Big Chief sizing up 4Cam and Yankee sizing up Master Big Chief. Master Big Chief got a great run off that corner. Look at that. Looks like he pulled alongside. He's gone to the extreme inside. Let's see if he's got enough. Nope. Tries to tuck back into the slipstream, which Forza has a tiny bit, but nothing major. Not like other race games. Wow, under brakes, actually. Pretty good. Yankees fan is still holding his own right there. Okay, I thought for a second that Master Big Chief had actually gone past 4Cam, or at least alongside him, but all right, so we've seen Master Big Chief slide his car through this arena a lot right here. Maybe he's just having fun. Maybe he hit a curb. I did, when I tuned these cars, suspension and everything, I did adjust the ride height to compensate for these bigger curves here, and you see there's a sausage curb, that yellow part right there on the inside. So I purposely ran over all the curbs as much as I could to make sure the cars could handle it. Especially that curb right there too. Master Big Chief just went across. Let's see what happens here if they get on brake zone. 4Cam locks up a little bit. Again, brings a little bit wide. Master Big Chief gets a really good run. All right, for surely he's in front now, right? Now you stay about mid-track here. It looks like Yankees fans going to stay behind 4Cam as they're trying to pick up the draft. Another difference too is these drivers, some might be using clutch, some might not be using clutch. Clutch does give you a couple tenths of a second. on your shifts versus not having clutch. Sig Master Big Chief now has cleared off a little bit, and we've got 4 cam. Oh, puts a little slide on there. So one thing I will tell you, Master Big Chief, real fun guy to watch. Obviously, so it's clear that he's just having fun right now and just playing and drifting with these guys. But he's entertaining to watch, right? He puts it on the curb there, puts a little slide on. So I got to think that's what happened before, is that he just was sliding and drifting and having a good time. And so I think these two guys right here, I mean, Yankees Fan and 4Cam are in the TCR hunt. Let's see. Yeah, 4Cam currently is in 3rd place in the TCR Championship. And then we got Yankee. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. So Yankee's tied for 4th right now. So Yankee can get some really good points out of this if he can pull himself up a little bit higher. So he's pulling himself clear here in 3rd place. And looks like Chief's just having fun. He's just spinning around. Looks like Black Ghost. Let's go check on Black Ghost. Let's see where he's at. I know he's kind of looking forward to driving this car. I thought this car was a little bit better, but he's really far behind. So I got to think something happened. He's like half a lap or more behind. So again, have to chat with him at the end. See what happened. See if he's got any kind of damage on the car. Car looks kind of slow, but again, hard to tell from these views. And I didn't notice, although I could have missed it, I didn't notice anybody going in the pits. I like Black Ghost's color combination here too. It's really smart color combination with these two. Bright red brushed aluminum with that kind of darker mid blue kind of. He's just got a long number 937. So for some reason, I don't know if that means something. It might mean something. I'll have to ask him again. All right, so Black Ghost is going to probably take it home here in 6th place. I don't know if unless there's so many wrecks, something happens, engine damage or something like that, which can happen. I think it was Matt Panorama, I believe, or even before that, Spa. Yeah, it was at Spa, where we had Master Big Chief have some huge engine damage, and yeah. So let's go back up front here in TCR. Let's see, Ghost Comet here, still behind Medieval Knight. Hard on the brakes here in that top blind left-hander. Getting the power on pretty good, it looks like. So we got 190 feet roughly, or 200 feet, and then a 2,700 foot gap between 1st and 3rd right now. And another bigger gap between 4th and 5th. Looks like, did we lose Chief, or did he... No, he's still racing. I think he wanted Black Ghost to get some points, to get more points. I think, let's see, Master Big Chief is... Where is he at? Well, he's technically, I mean, he's tied for 4th. Yeah, he's tied. He's on 4th place in the Pro Division in points. So he won't be able to get to 1st, obviously. Looks like Ghost Comet there a little bit late on the brakes, overshot that, and looks like didn't want to run into Medieval, so he kind of went to the side a little bit as Medieval turned into that corner. Let's go see if we can see. That's not the one I wanted. Let's see, car info damage. Let's go to the tire damage here. We're at 47% on the right front. So that makes sense with these types of corners. Obviously, with the counterclockwise, which is unusual. Not unusual, but it's very rare to have a counterclockwise road course. Most of them are clockwise. So we're going to see a lot of tire degradation on that right rear, or on the right side. So in these cars, which is interesting, we got 47% roughly, and 48% on the right rear and 46% on the left front. Fuel 61%, so they still have a couple laps, so everything's going to be good here. All right, so let's go take that off again. Let's get the ticker back up. There we go. Actually, let's pull up the map so we can see how close everybody is and see where battles. Looks like 3rd and 4th. Let's go ahead to them and see how Yankees fan and 4Cam. Yankees and 4Cam. So 4Cam's gone up a little bit and caught the back of Yankees fan. So this will be good. This is a podium finish for Yankees fan. That'll be good. That'll be some good points, and 4Cam will also get some good points too. So I'm happy to see everybody racing really well on this circuit. I got a few people that said they liked this course, but most of them either hadn't raced here a lot or just weren't familiar with it or didn't even like it. So considering that fact, I think all of them are driving really well. Within the limits, we've seen a couple slide off tracks and a couple mistakes, a couple late breaks, which is to be expected. These guys are trying to push really hard to get past each other. So we got lap 14. We got one more race lap after this. 4Cam with a big slide there, trying to catch up and trying to put the power on early. Yankees fan just cool as a cucumber, staying up front there. We'll see how he handles the pressure here. See if he goes for a defensive line. Maybe not here. He doesn't need to. I think 4Cam's 100 feet behind, so no need to. But 4Cam looking at it really good on the brakes and a good exit out of there. Let's see, we got a little shutter, so I wonder if somebody quit. Yep, Master Big Chief decided to bounce out. So thank you, Master Big Chief, for joining. Good racing. Congratulations on your GT3 championship. Well deserved, well earned. You were top of the field pretty much the whole championship in the pro division. So I'll have to talk to him later and see. We'll see if we come back into the lobby, party lobby, if he's still there. All right, got a good battle here for the two positions for third place here between Yankees fan and 4Cam. These guys aren't going to give up the ghost until they get there, so this will be a strong battle the last couple corners. I do see 1st and 2nd close together, but not as close as this battle. So we'll stay on board with Yankees fan and 4Cam and see how Yankee handles the pressure. See where 4Cam wants to attack him. They've had multiple laps together and multiple series to really suss out each other's performance and weaknesses. So this should be interesting to see, and especially on this track, they've been all 15 laps, all the whole time have been together. So they each know where each other's strengths and weaknesses are. So we should see a good last lap battle here. I think 4Cam's good on the brakes. Yankee just seems to be holding sway in the front though, just keeping enough pace. As you see that Yankee goes a little bit wide of the apex, allows 4Cam to come up a little bit closer. So this battle intensifies this a little bit. Turn that off so we can get that out of the way so we can watch this. So Yankee's really solid through the corners, obviously. Looks like, yeah, 4Cam's more than willing to put a little sideways, as we see right there, prime example. Trying to get the power really, really good and laying down a lot of marks. And you can see from Yankee's car and Yankee's attitude, he's just driving smooth and easy, like a nice Sunday drive. Which, by the way, it is Sunday today. So perfect. All right, we come on the back straight here. Let's see. So it looks like Yankee opened up a little bit of time as 4Cam was starting to drift a little bit. I want to go on first really quick here, make sure we don't miss them coming across as they come into 15. It's like 16, 17, 18. There's a big enough gap, so let's go and stay back with this battle with Yankee and 4Cam. That is the battle at the moment. You see the cars are a little battle worn here, a little dirty. They need a bath afterwards. Or like most of the guys in Le Mans or whatever, they'll just take that car, pack it up if they win, and keep it as is, bugs, grime, and all. We won't do it here, of course, because it's just a virtual race series. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. All the drivers are coming out. It was a good championship. It was a lot of development. So I do appreciate everybody's understanding and time as we work through some of the issues. First time for me hosting an event, creating an event, balancing the cars, doing all that stuff. So it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of hard work. And I hope you guys understand that some of the issues, some of the mistakes, and some of the things, hopefully I, as well as we all, have learned from them as we see Yankee fan and 4Cam come across the line to finish 3rd and 4th, and we'll see Black Ghost here come across 5th here in about half a lap. But anyway, the drivers gave a lot of input, which is what I wanted. This is a driver series. I tried to create it from me driving series and finding shortcomings with different race series. So I try to get rid of all the stuff I thought was wrong. Sometimes it didn't work out. Sometimes it came up with a lot of unexpected questions and issues. So the patience of the racers, I do appreciate, and I do want to hear. Like I said, this is a driver series, and I want to cater and help drivers, and I wanted to see and challenge them too. That's the whole point of this series. So let's go back with Black Ghost. Let's see where he's at on track. Okay, he's coming in the last couple corners, looks like 16, 17, 8. We always catch drivers in this section. He might have damage. He's going pretty slow there, and I know he's just finishing too, but yeah, he was a good 6,000 something feet behind. So ends up being a 34-minute race, 35-minute race, which is perfect. Thank you to Black Ghost personally too for all the help in the series. He was instrumental in helping create this, kind of develop it, and giving his advice based on his first series he ran right before this one, the Michelin Pilot. So thank you, Ghost, Black Ghost, very much for all your time, your effort. Severius as well, I'd like to thank really quick as we enter the last corner of the last round of the International Manufacturer Spec Challenge. So we'll see if I think he purposely went into tires there. So again, much love for you guys. I appreciate it. We're going to race again soon. As we finish this, he goes across the line to finish the race. So thanks, guys, for joining us. Again, if you're interested, join toolforforza.com and come out and race with us. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, and hopefully see you on the track soon. Bye.